Welcome back to the Jacked Racing YouTube channel, and welcome to Citrus County Speedway for the first time on the channel. It's our first time racing anything here. We got the Pro Truck ready to go. We made some changes from Auburndale last weekend. Why do I feel like there's a bug on my face? I don't know. Anyways, we're hoping that this isn't too far off from Auburndale. I know there's probably going to be some slight differences that we'll figure out, but overall the setup should be pretty close. We'll see how quickly I can adapt to this new track. We didn't make it to practice last night. Tonight we are ready to go though. Everything looks good. We're hoping that little $40 tune-up we did on the motor is going to fix some of that rich running issue, some of the suspension changes we made, move some weights around. Hopefully that's going to help us get through the turns, and hopefully we'll just be in a little better shape and be a little more competitive tonight. But your first time at a track, you know, it's always a learning experience, so hopefully we're going to learn a lot that'll help us next time we come out here. We're getting ready for practice here pretty soon. We'll have a couple of rounds of that. Then we'll have groups of 3 qualifying. We're not running heat races, so just a couple of group qualifyings, and then we'll be out for our 50-lap feature. This is going to be a good night. We got Crown Vics and sprint cars too, some of my favorite classes to watch. So once I'm done racing, I'm going to hop out, sit in the stands, and enjoy the rest of the night. We've got some new stickers on the truck this weekend. Got to give a shout out to Racing with Ryan podcast. I was on that podcast this week. If you're a race fan, check it out. He does a great job talking about NASCAR, short track racing, all of that. It's a really cool podcast, so make sure you check that out. Got to give a shout out to our buddy Tyler at Speed Racer Photos. Hopefully he's going to get some cool pictures of the truck tonight, at least make it look fast if we're not going fast. Always got to give a shout out to our buddy Turlo's Garage, Pirate Dog Racing, and AmSoil Racing. If you need AmSoil products, check out SoCal Synthetics. We're going to get a bunch of AmSoil products in the truck in the next couple of weeks thanks to them, so check them out on Instagram. As always, we got to thank everyone else that supported us on the back of the truck here, or supported us in any way. It really means a lot to us. Remember, if you want your name on that list right there, we're doing a giveaway real soon. We're only like 30 subscribers at the time of making this video, away from 500. We're going to get your name on the truck, one of our t-shirts. You're going to get some Amazon gift cards thanks to our friends at Fleming Family Racing, and a couple of our stickers too. So make sure you subscribe. It's super easy and it's free, so you might as well if you like racing. I don't think you would be here if you didn't like racing, so make sure you subscribe, follow our journey, and help support a small team. It really helps us out a lot. I know there's a lot of teams out here that have big rigs and everything else. It's just Dad and I that do this with a couple of our friends, so all the support really means a lot. Different than Auburndale, but not a whole lot. I think I'm saying this a little early, but I think it's going to be a little easier, maybe. I hope I don't eat my words later, but it seemed like it's a little bit wider coming off the turns. Auburndale, the wall's just right there, and everything is so tight. The turns are about the same amount of tight here, but it seems like there's more room to kind of move on the straightaways. So we'll see. I kind of have to figure out where the apex is in the turn so I can figure out when to start coming up towards the wall, and then figure out how far I can let it slide up because there is that extra room. But I think we're going to be okay. It pushed a little bit going in, kind of like it always does. Then in the middle it snaps loose on us. I don't know if that's just how these trucks are or if we're not doing something right. The tire temperatures and pressures said that we need to add a little bit of... we need to take out some camber. So we're going to take out a little bit of camber in the front. That might help the pushing going in issue. Hopefully it does. We're about to go back out in a little bit and see if it helps, and then we'll be ready to qualify. So not bad for a first try, I'd say. We made a couple of camber adjustments. We're about to go back out again. We figured out a couple of things in suspension. One or two of the things we can't really fix here because it's going to take some time, but we did what we could. We'll adjust the tire pressures to make up for it, and hopefully we can knock a couple of tenths off. It's too hot. We got to sit in the shade.
Isn't it winter still?
Somewhere, not here.
Oh man. I think we had one day of winter. That was during Speed Week, that one night.
There was one night of winter. There might have been a couple of days a month before that, so Florida got its like 3 days of winter out of the way. We got below freezing this year, I think.
Yeah. Even my New York friend was like, it's cold.
Florida cold is different. It's like cold up north doesn't feel as bad as cold in Florida.
Yeah.
If it's 40 degrees here, it feels worse than like 50 degrees up north. It's got to be the humidity.
What's up? This is Skinny with Turning Left. A little bit of racing vlog takeover, and sitting here hanging out with my buddy Jack Hall with Jack Racing with his 00 Pro Truck. Knock a bucket list off for me coming to Citrus County Speedway. Jack invited me out, said, you want to come out and help us out, crew? I was like, you know me, I'm there. A little turn left action on a quarter mile. Here we go.
Well, we didn't end up getting that second round of practice we wanted to. One of the sprint cars went out and blew their motor and kept going around, so they oiled down the entire track. So we lost our last round of practice, but qualifying is going to be our practice now. Hopefully the things we did will help it. Hopefully the temperature dropping with the sun going down will help it. We'll get a little bit faster. There's 9 trucks tonight. I thought there'd be a few more, but hey, at least we're getting a top 10 finish no matter what. We'll go see what we can do. Hopefully we can just race ourselves and drop some lap times off of our practice time, and that'll be good enough for us. How did it look?
Good.
Better?
Yeah.
We dropped 2 tenths.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like we probably could have gone a little more if we would have had more than 5 laps. The first 2 or 3 laps barely count because it's so slippery on these tires before they get heat in them. Probably because they're really old. They're really old. Pretty sure we qualified 9th out of 9, but we dropped time off our laps, so for us that's a win. We'll probably be starting 9th out of 9 in the race. Hopefully we can make it longer than we did last week. Hopefully we won't be getting lapped as much with a lot less trucks here tonight, but I still think I like this track more than Auburndale. It's wider, it's a little easier to drive on, it's a little more fun. I think it might be a little faster than Auburndale. I don't know, I'd have to look at some of the faster cars' lap times, but I like it. It's a fun track to drive on. so bad. We came in 6th place just because of dodging some wrecks and surviving the entire race. But considering last week we got black flagged after 20 laps, making it all the way to the end and bringing it back in one piece is awesome. I know there wasn't a whole lot of trucks out there, but still, we'll take 6th place. There's nothing wrong with that. We're pretty happy with how that just went. You can probably hear it in the video, maybe see it, but the truck was sputtering so bad for the entire second half. It would, like, I'd hit the throttle and it would just be like, and then take off on me. So the something's still wrong. We're gonna maybe check the fuel system, see if there's something going on with that. We'll pull those spark plugs out we put in and see how they look. We're just gonna keep checking stuff. Eventually we'll get to the bottom of this, but all things considered, that went pretty well. Well, we just found one problem. Our buddy Kenny over here kicked the exhaust pipe a little bit, and we realized it was moving more than it should. I don't know if you can see that down there, but that pipe it came off. The exhaust pipe just straight up broke off, so that's going to be something we have to fix this week. That's going to wrap everything up here from Citrus County Speedway. Thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully there was some decent footage in there. I know I didn't do a whole lot of door-to-door racing with people, but there was still some cool stuff out there. It was a fun race. I like this track. I think I like this track more than Auburndale, but I don't like it as much as New Smyrna, because New Smyrna is kind of always my favorite. I love that big track. But we had a great time. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure you leave me a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.